McKaley, first question besides how are you is McKaley. How many people pronounce it correctly?
I will say that I sometimes don't even know how to pronounce it correctly. My parents really they're creative ones. It's McKaley. So like Kaylee with a "ma" at the beginning is how I do it. But you know when you say your own name too many times, you start going, that's not right.
Oh yeah. I say Darren and people say Darren or Darren
Darren.
or
Yeah.
I don't know. And then you have the Naomis of the world. Or is it a Naomi, a Naomi? I don't,
Right.
I don't know, but either
Yeah.
way, great background you have right there. The "You're Killing Me" poster. It's almost like you've done this before. So when did you actually film the project?
We shot this almost exactly a year ago. Actually, I think literally exactly a year ago.
That
Yep.
is pretty recent. A lot of these junkets I do, it's 3 years.
Yeah.
So your team fast tracked it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, especially with COVID too, everything has been super slow. So I'm shocked that we're already here. It's kind of insane. Yeah.
So in this film, you play Eden. How much of Eden is there in the human being that I'm talking to?
Eden and McKaylee, they do kind of go hand in hand. I think that's sort of what like drew me to her is I was like, oh, I relate to her. Oh, I get it. But I think the difference is whereas Eden is more of a fighter, I'm more of a flighter. So when I'm in stressful situations, I run and I'm like, no, no, gotta go. Whereas she's more observant and wants to stick it through and that kind of thing. But I admire her. I think she's awesome. I think she's kind of a badass. I think that she does what's right and she cares about people, and I think it's very admirable.
You just said flighter. I've never heard that before. Did you just come up with that on the fly?
Guarantee it's not a word. Listen, stick around long enough, you'll catch up with all my made up words.
There you go. Well, great cast to say the least. Did you have to do a lot of prep for this particular role?
I actually got no prep for this role. So this kind of came together super fast and kind of last minute. And I had met Darren, one of the directors, a few years prior. And so this sort of came through as a Darren's directing this or co-directing this with Beth. Read it, see if you're interested. If you are, you got to get on a plane in like 3 days. So it
Wow.
was very fast. They kind of just fast tracked this, which is it's funny. Movies in this industry, they either are like that or you book something and it takes 8 months for you to go do it. So I like when they're quick like this, but that just means less time to process. But it was great because we all just kind of immersed ourselves into. We were in a town outside of Atlanta,
Hmm.
and so we all just had to kind of get together and figure it out together. And I think that really helped with our like relationships on camera.
So you've officially become an offer only actress.
No, I wish. Occasional offer only. No, I will still audition. I have no pride about that. I will absolutely beg for things I love and work for things that they're like, nope, you're not right. Like, no, no, I am. Let me show you. But this one, I was lucky enough. This one did. Yeah, this one just came through like that.
And you just mentioned it was filmed in a town outside Atlanta. These days, I'm finding that more than half the interviews I do, the TV or the film project was filmed in Atlanta, not so much New York and Los Angeles these days. Are you finding most of your work is outside of New York and Los Angeles lately?
Yeah, it is. Atlanta is booming, which is awesome. But yeah, it's really been Atlanta. I'm actually probably going to go do another movie in Atlanta in about 2 months. So it's Atlanta's really taken over. Maybe we should all move to Atlanta.
When you say outside Atlanta, is it like Smyrna? Do you remember the name of the town where you filmed this?
Yeah, it was Rome.
Oh yeah,
Yes. But you can't just say Rome because then everyone gets so excited. They're like, "Oh my God, how was Rome?" You're like, "No, no, Rome, Georgia."
yeah. It's like
Uh,
Paris, Texas.
yes, like Paris, Texas. Yeah, Rome, Georgia. It was the cutest little town. That's where that house is. But it was the sweetest town, and they had like two restaurants, four restaurants in this little section. So every weekend we would all go. We became friends with the locals. Like, just had a really really good time in that sweet town.
Are there still group threads with your co-stars for this film?
Yes, they were just texting it this morning. Yes.
That's a
Still.
sign that you enjoyed making a movie when there's still a group thread a year later.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not even about this. Like it's random things. Like, oh, I saw this today. What do you guys think about this? Like, it's just it's a really, really good group of people. And I'm very happy that, it's special. We made something really special for sure.
Well, going through the IMDb, your Instagram, etc., obviously you're working a lot. There's a lot going on, and IMDb shows a couple of upcoming projects. There's Roll With It and Rock Bottom. Are those correct?
Yes. Yeah. Rock Bottom. I just finished Rock Bottom a couple months ago. That's with Tom Everett Scott
Oh,
and Jake Bon Jovi. And that's gonna be that is polar opposite of this. It is a very lighthearted comedy. So I think it'll be really cool to like have a little bit of variety in this upcoming year to have like different options for people to see, But I love thrillers. Thrillers are my bread and butter. That's my favorite.
right. Into the Dark, we saw you in, but
Yeah.
you can't really be typecast because you'll do a procedural TV show, yet you'll do a thriller, you'll do something that's a light comedy. So at this point in time, it's just kind of hard to pigeonhole you in what you do.
Yeah. Well, I thank you. I'll take that. I'll take that as a compliment. I feel like it is cool and it's nice that I am able, people are letting me do all kinds of different genres.
Sure.
Because it is true, sometimes you do get stuck in a certain thing and people only see you as this or that. And I love comedy and I love thrillers and I love dramas. And the fact that I'm able to play and kind of live in all of those worlds is really, really, it's really nice. I'm very lucky.
So you just mentioned Jake Bon Jovi. Does that mean that you got to try Hampton's Water Rosé on the set?
No, I didn't. I didn't even think about that. I don't know why I didn't put two and two together. No, but now I need to go actually try some. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, you should have been gifted a case at the wrap party.
I know. Wait a minute. Let's get Jake on the phone because hold
Well,
on a minute.
is there a group thread on Rock Bottom as well?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I feel like I've been very lucky to work with super awesome, very like normal grounded like people like I haven't worked with a diva in a minute, so it's been really nice to like go on location like this and be in Rome with this like group of people that you really bond with and have sort of lifelong friends with, and like I can't wait to see them. April 7th is when we come out, and we already have plans. Like Kiara and Morgana are coming out here at the end of April, and then we're trying to figure out how we can all like make it to Atlanta to watch it all together, and so
Sure.
it's very cool to like bond with it. Like feels like you're at summer camp.
Right. Well, to before I ask my last question, to recap what I've learned, working steadily, you like the people you're working with, you're still in touch with a lot of them, and
Yeah.
things are rosy on that end, whether it's a thriller, a drama, a comedy, a procedural. Correct
Yes.
so far? Okay.
Correct. Yes. I was like, wait, what's the question?
The question is the answer. Okay. So the last question that I have before I let you go is nothing to do with You're Killing Me and all these great projects. It's what's the last concert that you went to for fun?
Oh, the last one I went to was Harry Styles, I think. Yep. Yep. It was Harry Styles. And I got COVID. So,
Okay. Now I have to tack on to that. That is the same exact answer that I got from Real Housewife of Miami, Anna Kinkoses. I
no.
said, what's the last concert you went to? She said, Harry Styles, and he gave me COVID.
That
So,
is so funny. I tell everyone that Harry personally gave me COVID because of that. Yeah, Harry gave me COVID. Yep. Yeah, it's all him. That is so funny. I'm gonna reach out to her.
there's video proof of that on my YouTube channel. But the bottom line is this, McKaley, thank you for your time. Really looking forward to what is coming next and
You.
onwards and upwards,
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Paltrocast.